Hey, well, this is Zaccheus. Whether or not alive, word of the day, I thank you for tuning in. Those coming in for the first time, I thank you. Those who've been consistently supporting me, I thank you as well. But on today's episode, I'm talking about it been all over media, went a little viral. Rapper Dank Demoss from Detroit is suing Lyft because they didn't want to. The driver, the Lyft driver, didn't want to give her a lift, didn't want to give her a ride to her destination, and she's suing. She's suing the company called Lyft. The company called Lyft, and so and the thing is that the reason why she's suing it because she feels it's discrimination and it's against her size. Now imagine going trying to get to a destination, or you're going to your destination, you plan for this, and then you call for car service. And now all of a sudden now you get downstairs or you take your elevator down to the car service because you call them to take you to your destination, and the driver tells you, I can't give you a ride, call the XL, call a bigger vehicle, because he's looking at your size. He's looking at your size, and he's saying that he can't give you a lift because it's going to cause damage to your vehicle. And Dank Demoss is suing the company, Lyft, because she feels it's discrimination. And she said she told him that she can fit into that vehicle.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car?
Deja Blandings recorded it all. Her Lyft driver pulling up only to turn her down.
I was too big, and his tires, something about his tires. I asked him, what do I have to do with your tires?
This happened January 18th. The 29-year-old Detroiter was headed to a Lions watch party, only she never got there.
So you telling me I can't get in the lift because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What make you think I can't fit in a car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The driver told her she needed to request an XL car.
I was embarrassed, and I feel some type of way about it,
She's hired a lawyer and is suing Lyft.
Well, from a legal standpoint, it seems like obvious discrimination. The Elliott-Larsen Act, which is Michigan's Civil Rights Act, specifically protects people from weight discrimination. And the driver here turned down her ride because of her weight.
Deja says this experience has scarred her.
I haven't really left my house since that.
She hopes this lawsuit will change how people treat others of all sizes.
Didn't have to pay for extra for a Uber XL.
While Lyft does not comment on pending litigation, they did send us this statement saying, quote, Lyft unequivocally condemns all forms of discrimination. We believe in a community where everyone is treated with equal respect and mutual kindness. Our community guidelines and terms of service explicitly prohibit harassment or discrimination. Reporting in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Now, Dank Demoss said she was embarrassed, humiliated. And listen, in many places, few places, there's elevators that always go by your size. They always say there's a size limit. Now, Dank Demoss is about 480 something pounds. And she looks short. She's short too. So it's tough when you have that kind of weight on you, trying to get around. I applaud her because she's doing her thing. She's rapping, and I pray that she gets down to she's doing what Lizzo's a plus size woman, but she's working out. So I pray that encourages her to work out too as well. That kind of weight size is not, it's heavy on your heart, and it's not good. Oh my gosh. And I never heard of her until this case. Yeah, she's probably pretty much known in Detroit, but I never heard of her. And the thing is that this is gonna get her traction. This is gonna grab people's attention towards her. Man, I hope she blows up like Lizzo, for real. I mean, I mean in a music way, not the like you're already blown up already, but I mean in a music way. And these attorneys are by her side saying that, listen, we got a case. They got a case. You really think they got a case? Leave a comment if you think they got a case. They say they got a case because the Lyft is discriminating against her size. And listen, years and years ago in the 80s, I remember growing up, my mother, I used to have, you know, friends that were big. Mother used to say, no, please don't let them sit in my chair because they might break down my chair. No, 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 no. They're going to break up my chair. Don't let them sit. That person, that they're so big. And she used to worry about her chair getting crushed or by a big person sitting in a chair. Big kid, that a friend of mine that was plus size sitting in her chair. She used to worry about that a lot. And now we live at a different times where everything is sensitive now. Now it's hard when you're that size. When you're plus size, I never been plus size. You know, neither do I want it, but Lord. Now even the airport, if you gonna fly and you're a plus size person, I mean I'm not talking about like a 400-pounder, plus size, man or woman, and you're flying, you get ready to fly, and you go to the airport because you're trying to get to a destination. Now, even the airport, if you, and for what I understand, I heard of plus size people paying for 2 seats because they take up 2 seats. You know, they take up 2 seats. And the thing is that there's been some cases where a big person, you sit next to a big person and listen, you have no room for yourself. I experienced that. It's like you're sitting next to a plus size person and you have no room. So Lyft may have a case. Lyft may go back and say, listen, I have a weight capacity. I have a weight limit in my vehicle. They're gonna, if she sits in my vehicle, she's gonna smash or break down the weight of my axle. My axle might break because she's plus size. And that's why the driver was telling her, listen, I'm not saying you're not gonna get a ride by Lyft, but you can get a bigger vehicle. And she didn't like that, so she started to sue. Now she's starting to sue. Those attorneys right there, man, they're in it for the big bucks too as well, man. They know they're gonna maybe come away with some good piece of money from this, saying that this is discrimination. No, it's literally discrimination is one thing. You can't fight your race or your ethnicity, but your weight is real, man. You sit in certain rides, like you go to certain amusement parks, is a weight capacity limit. It's a weight limit, and the reason why they have to pay for 2 seats because when your waist take the Richter scale and your waist is beyond measure, and your waist is you have to take up at least 2 seat belts. You can't be putting on those seat belt like a regular sized person, or maybe a person that's big but you're plus size. You're super plus size, not even plus size. You're super plus size. You can't put on no seat belt and not plain. You might have, yeah. The reason why you have to pay for 2 seats, you have to put on two. You have to strap one side of the 4 seat belt and to the other side of the 4 seat belt. And listen, if you can go to the gym and control your eating, and you could avoid this. You could avoid this. Maybe as a medical situation that you're going through, or or you just have excessive eating disorder. You just eat when you're an emotional eater. Yeah, yeah. Trying to imagine trying to get that your 483 pounds trying to get that seatbelt over you. It's a challenge, and most can't do it when you're that size. And even when you go to amusement parks, they're not gonna let you ride a roller coaster. They're not gonna go. Those seat belt, those seats are so they just have a weight. They have a weight capacity to them because those seats are small, and most roller coaster seats are small. They're not gonna allow you to ride the roller coaster because they have a weight limit. And all these go to amusement parks, and you go to most amusement parks, like practically all, and they have weight limit on their rides. They have there's a weight limit, and if you're taking the Richter scale, and you cannot ride. You cannot ride. It has nothing to do with discrimination. You just can't ride. It's for your safety. It's for your safety. You can't ride because you got to be strapped in real well when you go on these fast roller coasters and some of these rides in these amusement parks. Now, the live word today is coming out of Galatians chapter 5, verses 16. But I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. Now, Dank Demoss can lose the weight. She can. With a little bit of effort, a little bit of work, um, she can she can take walks. That's the first step. Take walks is the first step. Taking walks, long walks is the first step. I ain't not telling you to go full blown into Zumba, go full blown into aerobics or weightlifting. No, walking. Simple, just simply walking. Simply walking and watching what you eat. Watching what you eat and simply walking. Easier said than done because some people habits is just eating. That's just their habits. Or it could be another medical thing that got her that big. I don't know. But I say this to her because when you're that weight, it causes a lot of diseases and it's not good. She's young. She has time to work out her body. She has time. So I if she heard this message, I would tell her. I would encourage you, my sister. I encourage you to just simply watch what you eat and take walks. That's the first exercise. Walk around the track. You ain't gotta go fast. Just simply walk. Simply walk. Simply walk. And I did videos like that in the past about walking, how effective walking could be. How, if, especially I could see her, she's able to walk. That's why I encouraging her. If I would have seen it, I would encourage her to just simply walk. Simply walk and watch what you eat. That's your exercise. And basic thing, 90% is eating is tough. When you have a habit of eating big meals and huge meals, it's hard. It's tough to you have the munchie spirit, it is tough to beat it. What the Bible is saying, try to walk towards the thing of the spirit, and it's a mental it's a battle. It's, it's it's a battle. It's a battle of the flesh. And it's hard because you're trying to gratify the flesh. And what gratify the flesh? A lot of things gratify the flesh. And there's a battle each day for a lot of us. It's a battle. So I encourage a young rapper out of Detroit to just listen, walk. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings. And if you like what I shared, smash that like button. Also, subscribe to my channel, Zaccheus Gospel. I got more coming for you. Peace and blessings. Until next time.